Let's touch on Edo matter tonight. First and foremost, some of the top stories in Edo related to the Edo governorship election. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, as they presented the certificate of return to the winner of the Edo governorship election, Monday Okpebolo of the APC. The ceremony took place at the INEC headquarters in Abuja earlier today, and INEC declared Okpebolo winner of a Saturday, September 21st election after polling 291,667 votes to beat his closest contender, Ighodalo of the People's Democratic Party, who polled 247,274 votes. Well, after that ceremony at the INEC office, the President Bola Tinubu received the governor-elect of Senator Monday Okpebolo and his deputy Dennis Idahosa at the presidential villa. They are also accompanied by Senator Adams Oshiomhole, some state governors in the APC, including Abdurrahman Abdulrazak, the chair of the Nigerian Governors Forum, the chair of the APC Governors Forum, Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Kaduna State, Ubasani, and the governor of Kogi State, Usman Ododo, and that of Yobe, Mai Malabuni. President Tinubu received the governor-elect alongside other political and party APC party chieftains, including the party chairman, Abdullahi Ganduje. Well, then, it does look like Mr. Okpebolo is already speaking, and he's gotten some message, which we'll be bringing to you. But this particular election had come with a lot of twists, and a lot of people are reacting. Tonight, let's hear from the man, the major contender in the race. He believes he won the election. His party said they've gotten all of the facts together, that he won the election. In fact, there are some documents now that are surfacing from the PDP as to the effect, to the fact that that election was won by the PDP, and they said they've gathered some credible information to prove their stance. I'm being joined by Mr. Ighodalo, who is the PDP governorship candidate in the Saturday governorship election. He joins us virtually live from Benin City. Thank you so much, Mr. Ighodalo, for joining us tonight.
Good evening, Shale. Nice to see you again.
Thank you so much for coming tonight. Let me begin. You hold the view that you and your political party, PDP, won that election. And as a lawyer, I know you probably will be dwelling more on the fact, not on conjectures. But tonight, how much of those facts do you have?
Thank you very much, Shale. If you look at our electoral process, the Beavers, IREV, and all the result sheets, the fundamental and most important result sheet is the form EC8A. Because we anticipated a lot of what subsequently happened, we had a plan to ensure that we got all our form EC8As as quickly as possible after the elections. So we have all our form EC8As, and when you total them up, you see that we won the elections very clearly.
Does this form EC8A, I'm wondering how the departure between what you have, because the thinking is that you have your agent not only at a polling unit, you have them at the ward level, you have them at the RA level, you have them at the LG level, and you have them at the state level. So why was the departure?
You know that the form EC8A is the base document for determining the election and the results of the election. You take the EC8A and you take it to the Ward Collation Center, transmit into EC8Bs, and then you move on to the local government collation centers, and then you move on to the state collation center. That's how it works, okay? But the fundamental document is EC8A. That shows what happens at the polling units, and it's the result from the polling units that are transmitted upwards to the ward, and to the local government, and to the state.
So give us an understanding. What have you discovered so far? How much of a departure? What are the figures that you have come up with in your tabulation?
Okay, I'll help you a bit, but I also have to keep my gunpowder dry because there are a lot of things that will bring up at tribunal stage. But I'll give you three straight examples. There's Ighodalo Ward 10, Unit 13. We have there accreditation of voters being 156. The results that were announced by INEC suggests that 2,110 votes were scored by the APC and 57 votes by the PDP. Clear case of overvoting. The accredited voters, much lower than the votes that are declared. Esako East, Ward 4, accredited voters 213. We have votes for APC, 352, and 52 votes for the PDP. Akoko Edo, Ineme Ward 9, Unit 11. Accredited voters, 39. 419 votes for the APC, and 19. That guy must have a sense of humor. 419 and 19. And 19 for the PDP. And we can go on and on. We have over 160 such units where we have data and information of such overvoting. And then we have over 160 polling units that we've identified now that there was no beavers registration, especially in the 3 Esakos. Okay, so there's a lot of data, a lot of information, a lot of evidence that we have. So we're fully confident that going through the tribunal, we will win the case. We will regain our mandate, and we're clear without any doubt that we're the winners of the election last Saturday.
You're probably one of the most respected lawyers around. Although your practice may not be exactly in the area now that you have forayed into, which is election law, but then you understand the principles and the baseline of how to prove some of this fact. But you do know that this is a marathon.
Sure.
This will take nothing less than 6 months to be able to see through to the Supreme Court, because the Constitution provides that. But the question here, Mr. Ighodalo, is how did you? What do you understand in the manner? Because your party has said this election was rigged. How did those who rigged the election, how did they come about it? Why didn't you see this coming? How come you were not present when this was rigged? At what point were these elections rigged? Did you have a party agents at the levels?
You know, this is one of the areas where you feel really disappointed. Disappointed with INEC, disappointed with the security forces, particularly the police. There was a collusion of the INEC and the police is to really subvert the will of the people of Edo State. The people of Edo State came out passively to vote for us. We won the elections clearly, but by collusion, and it's painful because you have a bunch of many young people who feel that they've been disenfranchised in the past. They feel their votes don't count. They wonder what kind of democracy we run. I've been trying to encourage them that your votes will count. We'll make sure your votes count. And then we have serious collusion by INEC and the APC, indicating, suggesting, and working towards votes not counting. But this time round, we'll go through the judicial process and the votes will count, because we're quite clear that with the evidence we have, we will show clearly that we won the election and the mandate of the people will be upheld.
Yesterday, I was speaking with your good brother, not only because you're from the same state, but also in the same profession, Olumide Akpata, on the program. And he was of the opinion that your party and the APC were involved in vote buying, and that the people were being bought over. How much of the vote buying did your party do?
No, I can state categorically. Show you around. I saw you around, and I hope you moved from polling unit to polling unit in different places. We were not involved in vote buying at all. APC agents, different agents, came with notes straight from the CBN or from the banks, mint notes, and they were offering 25,000, 30,000, 50,000 per vote. What our guys did was go to them and ask them that, harass them and tell them that you can't come here to buy votes. But we were not engaged in vote buying in any way. I'm clear about that, and I know that. You know, we didn't even need to go around buying votes. The people of Edo State were solidly with us, solidly. It's only when you're not sure of your capability, you're not sure that you're able to perform, that's when you do underhand things. And APC, through this election, with the connivance, complicity, and support of the INEC, undermined the whole democratic process.
But that was perhaps a deviation from some of what we heard and some of what has been said now. Because there are those who say that it's in fact your party that rigged the election. And there are those who are in the EFCC and police net who they say they are agents of the PDP working with the PDP.
Elections, why weren't we announced as the winners? If we rigged the elections.
It was being said, some civil society organization said it was a case of who bought more than the other. It was a case of the highest bidder.
I don't know what civil society organizations you're listening to, but the credible ones, Jäger and others, have said very clearly and pointed fingers at where the problem areas were. INEC, APC, the police. So don't let's just mince words. Yeah, it's the credible civil society organizations have very clearly stated where the problem was. So, and I'm confident, very confident, that if we go through this judicial process effectively, we will reclaim our mandate. I'm confident. We have the evidence, we have the facts, we have the data.
But where exactly? Because usually what politicians do is that you only rig where you are popular. That's what they say. And from experience, that's only possible because resistance also comes. Now, where do you think you were rigged out?
See, Shil, we didn't rig. And I've already started saying to you and pointing out to you the problem is area. I gave you 3 examples in Edo North and Edo South, as where we had accredited figures not matching the number of voters. Clear case. I'll give you another example. Saturday night, when APC and INEC saw that APC was losing woefully, they then subverted the electoral laws and the guidelines. Collations are done, first of all, at the polling units, and then you go to the ward collation center, and then you go to local government collation center, and then you go to the states. There was a jump from ward straight to the state. Ipoboha, Oredo particularly, and Ego. They moved all the collation straight to the INEC office in Benin. And then they did not allow our collation agents and none of our party agents to go into the INEC office. When I heard about this, my deputy and I went straight to the INEC office, and we were not allowed in. And that again is against the guidelines and the rules. All the agents are my agents. So they're my agents. I have the greatest authority to represent myself at the collation centers. But I was not allowed in. My agents were not allowed in. So we don't know what was happening behind closed doors.
No, Mr. Ighodalo, you didn't quite get my question.
Yeah?
I was asking, you didn't quite get my question. My question was that you can only rig, politically speaking, is a popular saying, that you can only rig where you are popular. Now, the question I'm asking you is that, where did you think you were rigged out?
Yeah. Shil, that was my first answer to you. We didn't rig.
That's the point I'm making. I'm saying that if you say that the APC rigged, which areas did they rig you out? That's the question. Where are the areas did you think that
different forms of rigging? Wait, show there are different forms of rigging, and I tried to explain this to you. There are places where the accredited figures didn't match the voters. So there were places where we were strong. The strategy of the APC, the way I see it, was that in places where we were strong, they suppressed our votes and tried to enhance their votes. That was their strategy. That was their principal strategy. Then there were places where they were perceived to be strong, where traditionally people had said they were strong, like their circles. They then tried to return phenomenal figures that didn't match the accreditation or even number of registered voters. So those were the areas particularly where they focused on.
Let me take a break now.
Suppress us where we were strongest, and then try to enhance and inflate their own votes where they thought they were strong. But in a free and fair election, this election, they didn't even win in their circles.
You were confident that President Tinubu, one of those who fought for democracy, you said that he's going to stand his ground and will not allow democracy to be messed up. Are you disappointed? If that is the case, are you going to speak with him? Because I understand that you are not alien to him. You're someone that you perhaps could pick your phone and talk to. What's your next line of action right now?
No. I'm looking at INEC and the police. The president acts through agents, and if he's put agents out who have now failed him, it's not directly his issue now. He'll need to interrogate his agents and see the points of failure. My concern now, and I haven't seen any connection with the president yet, but my concern now is INEC and the police. They failed the process, they failed democracy in Nigeria, and they really need to go and do a serious rethink. I'll give you another example, Sheo. It takes for 360 people to vote, it takes 10 hours. If you look at the results that have been churned out in favor of the APC, they have all these polling units where they have 1,000 votes, 900 votes, nearly 2,000 votes. That will take 2 days of voting to achieve that level of voting. So clearly there's some voodoo that's happened here that has been subscribed to and allowed by INEC, permitted by the police forces. And so we have the problem that we have today, a stolen mandate. But we're quite clear that when we take all this through the judiciary, we'll reclaim our mandate.
All right, let me quickly ask you.
State to stay calm and stay confident and just stay calm and know that by God's grace, at the end of the process, we'll have our mandate back.
Let me quickly ask you, the Form EC8A that you have the copies that you have of Form EC8A, are they the signed copies that you have?
Every polling agent gets a copy of the signed EC8A. We don't manufacture Form EC8As, and we don't print them. We're not like some other folks. So we took copies, our agents took copies, signed from the presiding agent at the polling units, and they handed them over through a process that we had devised. Because we knew all of this would happen anyway. We suspected it. You know what happened in Kogi? You know what happened in Imo State? You know what they tried to do in Bayelsa? And I keep wondering why INEC will not redeem itself. And INEC is going to cause a lot of problems for our democratic process if they do not redeem themselves.
Quickly, Mr. Ighodalo, if you look back, do you have any regrets? If there's one thing that you could have done, if you knew that this was coming, what could that have been?
No. Do I have any regrets? No, definitely not. I stepped out and chested out to work for my people, and I'm still going to do so by the grace of God when we reclaim our mandate. So I have no regrets whatsoever. And I'm confident in the people of Edo State. They came out and voted for us massively. So I have their confidence, they have my confidence, and no regrets whatsoever. What we could have done differently, well, honestly, maybe we could have made a lot more noise about it before, but we weren't making noise about it, and people weren't listening. We didn't sign the peace accord because we said the playing field was not level. It was really upside down. It wasn't even level at all. We spoke with the British and the Americans, but when they came to see us, but they now have come out after the elections to start mouth platitudes that it was a peaceful process. What does that mean? You would expect that those who are the proponents of democracy would pay true attention to processes that are flawed and say the truth as the truth is. So, but again, we have to shoulder our own cross in Nigeria, in Edo State, and we shall do so.
All right. My final question for you tonight, before I allow you go, but I would like you to watch the video, including all of our viewers. The APC candidate is already calling every Edo citizen to come together to work with them. But I want everyone to watch, then I'll get Mr. Ighodalo's response on this. Take a listen to Senator Monday Okpebholo, Governor-elect of Edo State.
My good people of Edo State, a while ago, I received my certificate of return from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, who officially declared me the winner of the September 21st, 2024 governorship election in Edo State. With a great sense of humility and gratitude to God, I accept the result of the governorship election as declared by INEC. The journey to a new Edo has started with this mandate of the good people of Edo State. I want to especially thank our supporters and party faithful who work day and night to take our message far and wide. I want to particularly thank our leader, our president, our father, and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his unwavering support for true democracy. I hereby extend the hand of fellowship to you so we can all build a new Edo of our dream. With my partner and Deputy Governor-elect, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, we are committed to addressing the yearning for a new Edo State, full of equal opportunities and development for all. And so we are ready to hit the ground running to fulfill all our campaign promises. Thank you all. A new Edo is rising. Long live APC, long live Edo State, long live Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Just in about 30 seconds, if you may, Mr. Ighodalo, are you receiving these hands of fellowship from Senator Monday Okpebholo? He has stretched it. He says, for the interest of the Edo people.
I'd said this from the beginning, that free and fair election, level playing field, I have no problem with the outcome. This is not a free and fair election. We won this election. This mandate has been stolen by INEC and the police force. And we're clear in our minds that we will regain our stolen mandate. Because the mandate is stolen, there's no way you can accept this hands of fellowship or hands of friendship that's some kind of Pyrrhic kind of fellowship. So I will stay with the people of Edo State who gave me the mandate, fully gave me the mandate of their free will, and I will go into the courts and the tribunal to reclaim our mandates and then form the government of the state. I was listening to Monday Okpebholo now, and he was talking about his promise to the people and his campaign promise. They didn't campaign. There was no promise they made to the people of Edo State. He didn't even speak. This is the first time I've ever heard him speak, and he must have gone through serious coaching. So I honestly don't understand what kind of message he's trying to send to us. We will stay on the facts, we'll stay on the evidence, we'll stay on the data, and we'll take this through the tribunal.
All right. Mr. Ighodalo, thank you so much indeed for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Sheila. Take care. Yeah, thank you.